Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Brazil. For Tier 2, I am Righteous Fire, joined along by a special guest, Gypsy, this evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening to everyone. Just waiting for qualifying to get started here. We have 18 drivers tonight. Only had 16 in Tier 1 last night. It's kind of, slightly disappointing, but I don't know where everyone's going, but I'm glad Tier 2 is sticking around more towards the end of the season this year.
Yeah, it seems like they have a good group of guys that just want to race, which is great. Wonder what the weather's going to be tonight. It looks clear for qualifying.
Although it was pretty dark there for a second. The sun looks like it's coming out. Well, looks like we are missing one of our championship leaders. Let me just double check the standings here real fast. Uwe ahead by 19 points currently, ahead of Blaze Alex and the other Ferrari, who is not here at the moment. I hope he's okay. Otherwise, he's going to miss out on a lot of points, and Uwe will... he's been fast at every track, so I imagine that he will be fast here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been qualifying up there and putting in good performances every week, so good on him. Chewy has also been standing out pretty well, too. He's been putting in the time, and from the beginning of the season to now, he's improved quite a bit.
We should see an easy, medium, soft combination. If you take care of your tires. If you're really hard on your tires, the softs won't... Or sorry, not medium hard, medium soft. I misspoke. They'll last well into 60% around Brazil with little effect on your overall speed. The lap is very short, so... It's not a lot of places to lose time. A lot of slow... most of the track is slow in the middle of it, so... Other than that, it's just straights. Not a lot of high-speed corners. You got... one in turn 3 coming into the first TRS straight, and you have another one in turn 5 coming down that straight into the middle section, which is essentially a series of hairpins. And then you have essentially a long kinked straight. You're flat out from the last true corner all the way into turn 1 down the Senna S's. I believe... Not sure who the first one out is, but Atmosphere is on a hot lap.
Let's follow on board with him.
Should see times mostly in the 108s and 107s. High 107s,
Yeah.
Most likely. Mid to low 107s would be a phenomenal lap.
I think we'll see OA hit that for sure. Hoping Blaze Alex joins here in qualifying, but we shall see.
Looks like Drake and Wolf, I think, getting out of the way. Atmosphere coming up to turn something. I never remember the numbers.
Good job by him.
Yeah, pretty much flat out through here. Interestingly enough, you don't actually want to ride the inside all the way through here. You want to follow the line of tire marks on the ground, because you can scrub too much speed by turning in too hard. And 108.5, not a phenomenal lap, but definitely something in the bag for right now.
Yep, I'm on board with Chewy here. I don't know if looks like he's on a lap as well, or finishing up a lap.
Yep, I have Michio coming across the line, and Pizza Parker ahead of them, and Chewy with a 108.1. That's very respectable for the first lap of the session. Eric over with a 109.9. He's going to be disappointed. He's a newer driver, so I'm not sure if he's going to be happy or disappointed with that. Mr. JD with a 108 flat.
Yeah, takes provisional pole. Looks like it's pretty competitive here. The top 3 all within 1/10 of each other. Ooh, there you go, 107 by Juan Saria.
Juan is definitely he has a potential for speed, but lacks consistency overall. But when he's on point, he does perform very well. No one's crashed out so far, so not emulating me, I see.
Yeah, everybody's looking pretty good. OA is on a lap here, it looks like, right?
He is on an invalid lap, it looks like.
Okay.
but he will probably just be going for get a banker hot lap in on these used soft tires. He comes in the Senna S's. There is a car in front of him. Pizza Parker getting out of the way.
Yeah, good job by these guys recognizing who's on a hot lap and who's not.
Keeping it tight in turn 3 down the long DRS straight. Should be down to 4th or 5th here for this corner. 4th up to 5th, and then on the power hard. And get up here. Stay in 7th if you want. Up to 8. It's up to you. Down into 6th. Crest the corner and then flat out. Don't get too loose. Down into 2nd. Up into 3rd to get some traction down. Down in 2nd again if you want. 3rd, 4th, short shift. Back down into 2nd for another hairpin. And then get the traction down and go flat out into the next corner. Should be down into 3rd, maybe 4th if you have the line. Use all of the exit. He didn't, but looking tidy. And so doing what he did there, you're actually going to scrub possibly half to a full 10th of speed. But a 107.2.
Yep.
Because if you turn too hard there, you will lose a little bit of speed.
And yeah, it looks like OOA is actually using the esports line while taking some of that grass.
Oh, Astro said his time on mediums. Let's check on our tires here. Astro, the only one sitting a lap on mediums. He will probably go on the softs. Wonder what the weather's going to be for the race.
Probably clear. Well, you don't know. I mean, atmosphere, if he goes out on mediums, you would think he would have went out on softs if it was going to be a wet race, but only time will tell.
Thanks for telling me the corner name, chat. I'm not going to remember that, but I appreciate it. How many people in Tier 1 would qualify slower than the top person in Tier 2? I think we only had 3 drivers that were faster than Uwe's time. I believe our top time was a 106.9, and then 2 107 flats. There might have been one other driver, I don't remember, but everyone else was 107 4s and above. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Three drivers get to set laps. MLG has the RPM bug, so we'll watch someone else. We're right on board with Rad for right now. MLG coming across the line, though, with a 10th fastest time so far. Rad getting a little loose out of that final hairpin, but keeping it together. When he use... Oh, down in the 2nd for that turn. That is interesting. That's going to lose him a little bit of time, but...
Looks like Alex is joining up here.
Ah, that's good. He usually waits till the very end to run a lap anyway, so... Brad setting a P11 time. SoCal up there in 2nd with a 107.7 is 5 tenths off of Uwe's time. Uwa's time.
Uwas, yeah.
Uwa.
Just to let you know, I am raising my output here. It looks like I'm a little low on stream.
Oh, well, I can...
Don't know. I don't want to bother you.
Let me find your little guy here.
My little guy.
Turn you up just a smidge.
Yeah, I'm at 140% right now, so if you want to turn me up a little bit, that'll be great.
All right.
Atmosphere, while we're doing that, gets a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Drakenwolf.
Well, that is quite unfortunate for him. Wonder what happened. One of the Mercedes off to the side, causing yellow flag in Sector 2. Let's hang out.
I'm on board with SoCal here. Looks like he's trying to claw back that position.
All right, he is 59 thousandths up on his time right now, so
Hey,
progress is progress.
a little bit at a time.
There is enough time to do 4 laps around here as long as you're in and out of the pits as quickly as possible. He gets a little bit too much of that inside curb, but does use all of the outside curb to straighten the wheel out and get more traction as he comes up to the DRS. As they would say in the actual broadcast, there are 2 DRS zones around here. What DRS is a drag reduction system. It is a driver-activated feature on the rear wing that allows for 10 to 20 kilometers an hour of extra speed down the straights. I love how they always explain it every single time.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
And there's actually 2 in Brazil, so.
Yep, there are 2 on the main pit straight, starting in the final corner, or right before the final corner, and the down the bottom of the hill into turn 4. You're on board with In Real Life Lepson. Not sure what IRL stands for. Something Racing League, I guess. Oh, he is on a cool lap. Pizza Parker.
Let's see it. Pizza Parker.
Coming up real close, and a 107.7 for 3rd place still.
Very nice.
Or
That's
well, he moved up 1 position, I believe.
Yeah. Positions 2 through 5. Very competitive. I mean, even JD, I expect him to get into the 107s for sure.
David, hugging the corner can be in his favor if you approach it properly. If you don't approach it properly and you put too much steering input, you can scrub speed. So you have to take the proper line in order to hug the curb. Unless you're talking about the final left-hand turn, it can be in your favor if you have the speed going into the corner, but if you're too slow, then you're just losing traction.
Let's see, who are we on board with here?
Not a lot of people out on laps right now. Some in the bottom 10.
I'm gonna hang out with Astro here.
Astro keeping it in 4th through that corner, maintaining good traction.
Ooh.
And invalidates by trying to cut it too close.
Yeah.
Does improve his time by almost 4/10, but invalidates right before the end.
Let's see. Looks like Lepson's on an outlap and Trash Panda on an outlap as well.
Evie is about to come around. He is 1 second up on his lap currently. On course for a 108.9 unless he improves here at the end. If he got more speed coming out of there, we could see a 108.7. 108.9.
108.9, yeah. He can actually probably gain some time there. He's shifting a little too late. So he's riding those RPMs a little too high there, but otherwise pretty good lap.
Rad on another hot lap, it appears. No, he is
Such
not.
a really,
He is not.
Yeah, he just finished up 108 flat pretty much.
Atmosphere crossing the line slower than his top time. Lepson is now starting a hot lap.
On board
Lepson.
with him. Lepson is also a new full-time driver. He spent the season as a reserve, but finally got a full-time seat with Haas. So
He currently has the same exact time as the man in front of him, SoCal Blazer, with a 107.782, looking to improve at least by a tenth or more. I'd hope to get that P2 position. Getting decent traction out of that second hairpin.
Looks very good through here. This is the make or break here. Let's see it.
Nice and tidy. At 107.5.
Very nice. Yeah.
Very, very well done lap. Blaze Alex did go out. It looks like he was on soft tires. He did a 108 flat. It's disappointing. Maybe Brazil's not too strong for him.
Maybe it hasn't had practice at all either. He just came in and said a 108. Not bad though.
Could be, could be, could be.
Let's see. Anybody else on a hot lap?
SoCal Blazer is coming around the bend, about to start.
All right. Let's follow through with him.
What'll probably be his final hot lap for the evening. Staying outside to get as much speed down the straight as possible. Down into third for the first corner. Short shifting up to fourth. Letting off the throttle a little bit. Oh, and
Did he validate?
Yep, invalidates at the entry to turn 3. Juan coming down into... Did Juan just finish one? No, Juan is just starting a lap. Coming up into turn 5. A few cars in front of him. Into 6. I want to give full throttle up through here.
Yeah, he looks very nice through there.
It's a family minivan. David says, "Did you know that ERS adds enough horsepower to move along a family station or saloon very nicely indeed?" Brundle bingo. Oh, I got that. Yeah. Yeah, the Brundleisms are always great. 107.736 from Juan. Not going to improve on his time. It will remain in P3 for the time being. There are other drivers out as Rad invalidates into turn 2. So that's going to be it from him. Jay has... I assume we're lagging behind time-wise on these guys, so they probably have a little bit more time than what we're seeing on screen here.
Yeah, probably. Looks like SoCal's going around one more time.
JD starting his lap. Coming into the S's. Right, keeps it clean and valid is very important through there. Down the first DRS straight. And is 0.3 up on his time already, which will put him in the 3rd through 6th range, moving him up a few positions so far, as long as he keeps everything nice and clean through here. Stay strong on the throttle coming into turn 6. Rad retiring as he does not have enough time to set another lap.
JD getting a little loose there.
And JD does have a Haas in front of him.
Ooh.
As he comes up to the start of Sector 3, we will see what his time is at. He is still about 0.3 up. He lost a little bit of time through Sector 2. Let's see if he can get just a little bit more time out as he takes that wider line. And he will put in a 107.7, moving up into P6, up 2 positions.
Yep, and while we are on board with JD, SoCal set a 107.5 for P2.
On those used softs, he's going to be a little bit on the back foot.
Yeah, indeed. I know he's probably going to go soft medium, unless he's going to change that to soft hard, but I still think the right strat is soft medium.
Oh, it's definitely doable. I think the medium soft is a good strategy. The mediums can go quite a while and maintain pace, especially with the car being heavy at the start. We're waiting for SoCal to retire, and 2 cars in the pits to retire as soon as that happens, most likely. Here's our grid. Our championship leader ahead by more than 0.7 of a second for pole position, and his contender Down in P10, 1.2 seconds off the time. So, I think barring a huge mistake from Ua, this looks like he might have the championship in the bag after this race. Although Alex does have good race pace, so again, maybe he's just out of practice, and maybe he'll get better as the race goes on.
Yeah,
Atmosphere,
Brazil's tough.
atmosphere.
Brazil's tough back in the grid like that. So could be very interesting for Alex. He's going to definitely have to navigate his way up there first, and then obviously overtake OOA or UA, which is going to be difficult.
Atmosphere 5 position grid penalty will be starting in 17th from 12th.
I just noticed that OOA got a 106.8, which I believe would have gotten him pole on Tier 1.
It would have.
So, OOA, welcome to Tier 1. We expect to see him obviously up there next season.
I think he might be a decent contender, although there are some other speedy guys. That is a fantastic time. For normal league racing.
Yeah, sure.
We are not the top 1% here, but we've had a couple guys that are just stupid fast at this game. But they have.
Yeah, we still do. We just have a good group of guys that like to race every week, and that's all we really can ask for. So.
Yeah, but the tier 2 competition this season, especially from the start of last one, is just incredible. The times that everybody has been putting in versus when they kind of started. A lot of these guys didn't really pick up this game until they started with us. They did some career mode, and then they found us through whatever means they did, whether it's Reddit posts or Grid Finder or a friend. Or I even think we picked up a few along the way just from doing like unranked lobbies here and there.
Right, yeah, absolutely correct. And the racing has been great too. Everybody's been keeping it really clean, so kudos to these guys. Like you said, they started with Tier 3 when we had it, and obviously moving up to Tier 2 by default, but showing that they actually deserve that title. So, good job by them.
No, I'm not gonna. Oh, here's the predicted pit stop strategy. It says 2 stops, soft, medium, but the softs will last. Even if you qualified on them, they will last to lap 16. You'll lose a little bit of time there towards the end. Let's see who is starting on what. Chewy, Cricket Sushi, and Meat Shield starting on the mediums. MLG starting on the hards. So, interesting.
Very interesting, actually.
Well, we didn't have any safety cars, nor a VSC last night in Tier 1. So, maybe we won't tonight. I mean, anything can happen. Especially the first few turns. It's going to get wild.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you're starting in the pack, you got to definitely be careful. OOA needs to get a good start here and get out ahead of SoCal, because if you catch damage early and you got to head into the pits and there's not a safety car, you just lose that DRS train and there's no way you can claw it back. So hopefully the guys take it easy here, and I'm sure we're going to see some good racing.
Lights are out, and they are off. Uwe looks like he gets a pretty decent start, but the Williams, the AlphaTauri alongside kind of dropping back a little bit. Already got some positions moving up and down along the grid. Uwe just walking away now from everyone. SoCal and Lepson close to each other, but have fallen back a half second from them. Everyone's staying pretty clean through turn 1 and 2, so nice to see it.
Yeah, very nice by these guys.
Uwe walking away from everyone. Pizza Parker leading the rest of the pack here along with Lepson, and now gets by Lepson coming into turn 5, looking for the move into the hairpins.
Nice.
Takes the inside
Very nice
and
pass.
makes it happen. Pizza Parker moving up to P3. Lepson following closely behind. It looks like we got, looks like we got a car off back there. Looks like Rad spun out and has
Looks like he has some wing jam to
dropped
the left-hand
back.
side.
Everybody kind of forming into a line now.
Yeah, OOA out a second ahead of SoCal before the DRS, so he should be able to walk away with this unless he makes a mistake.
I'm going to ride on board here with Pizza Parker. He's got Lepson right on his tail. And not a minute 12 behind SoCal. We'll wait for the times to resync.
SoCal made a bunch of time up in turn 1.
Looks like Blaze Alex already up to P5 from his starting position.
Yep,
Let's
makes quick work of Wansaria.
Let's look for some position changes here. Blaze Alex up 5 positions. Pizza Parker up 2. A few drivers down 1 or 2 positions. Draco up 5, but Rad missing out down 10 positions due to his spin. He has pit, presumably for a wing change, and of course the mandatory tires that you have to take when you pit stop. Pizza Parker getting a little traction problems there coming into the final few turns. Losing out a little bit of time from SoCal in front of him and has Lepson right on his tail. Lepson keeps us up. He will have DRS starting next lap.
Oh, wait, setting another fastest lap out of a second and a half from SoCal.
Yeah, he's gained like, he was up 8/10 by turn 4 the first lap, and now he's up almost another second by the time they get back around the turn on lap 3.
Yeah, and Lepson should be, he should hang on here. He should keep his gap with Pizza Parker. Let Pizza Parker obviously stress about it a little bit and go off, get some warnings, maybe a time penalty, and just use that DRS to get by him.
Yeah, Pizza Parker did go wide there into turn 4. He probably received a warning for that.
But here comes Alex, already on the back of Lepson. Started, I think, P9 up to P5. That's
Yeah, he
that's
started
pretty
P10, up 5
P10.
positions, and looking to at least get into P3 and beyond.
And he can definitely do it.
P7 down the grid to 18, very close to each other. All of them in kind of a little line here. The 2 Williams leading the best of the rest. And Lepson going for a move down turn 1, but backs off right at the last second. So he will probably be looking for this
Gets the
move.
better exit, though.
Pizza Parker looks like he extended turn 3 a little bit as well. Looks like warning number 2 for him. As Lepson handedly gets by.
It's definitely hard to shake people in Sector 2, though. That's the problem. So you could see the position given right back at the next go. But if Lepson can get a 1 second gap, he can extend that and keep on going.
Yeah, I find if you can get the traction down into this turn right here, this last hairpin, and get the traction down real early, you can pull off enough from the driver behind to keep them at bay through the DRS zone. They will catch up, and you'll have to nail the first few turns, but Pizza Parker half a second off him, Alex half a second off him, and Juan half a second off him. So the battle for P3 has begun.
Yes, SoCal doing a good job at extending the gap behind him. I think that's his race. I think he needs to know that he's not going to catch OOA, and that's okay. And just worry about his race and take P2.
Lepson defending the inside middle. Atmosphere picking up a 3-second time penalty. Pizza Parker just kind of biding his time for the time being, it looks like. Oh, no, he is going for a move into turn 5.
That's what we like to see right here. Nice.
They kept it clean. It looks like Lepson backed off just a little bit. Pizza Parker does go wide.
And that's smart by him because he can maintain the gap here and get him on the next DRS straight. But I think this is going to be the battle back and forth for the entire race.
Looks like one of the Alfa Romeos having a little bit of issue out of turn 4. Drakenwolf has dropped out of the pack. Williams number 1 has pulled away from Williams number 2, but Trash Panda coming up to the back of Chewy. We're going to stay on board with this P3 fight for the time being. If we see anybody within I'd say within 3/10 or so for points, let's switch over to them. And there goes Pizza Parker picking up that 3-second time penalty.
Yep. But he is gapping Lepson here a little bit, 5/10, 6/10 after the DRS zone. So doing a good job.
Alex apparently picked up some wing damage on his right front wing. He has 19% according to my stats. It looks visually fine, but he might have dinged it up bumping into somebody at some point.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt in sector 2, but if he can keep it on track and just keep the gap and stay in the DRS, he should be okay. Oh,
Lepson,
yeah.
Yep, having a little issue with that turn.
It's gonna open the door for Alex here. And now Lepson's a second away from Pizza Parker, so he's got looks like he's gonna get it by the next DRS detection zone.
Alex slowing for a move on the outside of turn 1. And look for something, but backs up. Rad picking up 3 seconds. He's not doing himself any favors back there in P19. Another 3-second penalty for JD. Looks like
battle for P4 is great.
This might be the penalty party race. Oh yeah, all of these guys are just one mistake away from taking all the positions or losing all the positions.
Yeah, absolutely.
SoCal is keeping that 2-second buffer. They're catching up here or there, but losing back out, so they're maintaining about 2 seconds off the back of him. Chewy has caught up to his teammate, though.
Yep,
Trash
Panda's still on him.
Still in the back, yep.
Looks like Quirk has caught Cricket Sushi. He's 8/10, 7/10 off of him.
Ooh, looks like Lipson is going for a move on the outside of Pizza Parker. Maybe not a move, maybe just a, hey, reminding you I'm here. Ooh, getting better traction through turn 2 and can't swing it around the outside on turn 3, but will get that DRS. And Alex also has DRS, and he is making himself known as well. One of the Pink Panthers off at turn 1. Looks like it's...
Looks like that's EV.
EV. Whew. All these guys are very, very close to each other.
Yeah, this is nice racing. Yeah, the fight for P3 and the fight for P7 has just got interesting.
Cricket Sushi holding his a single point in P10 currently. Quirk is right on the cusp of gaining or losing DRS on him. It looks like he will get it down the straight. As Pizza Parker goes around the outside, Lepson slightly late on the brakes, keeping the pressure on. SoCal has now pulled 2 seconds on them due to this battle. Pizza Parker is now going to get that. Nope, he is not. Thought he had more in him.
Ooh, Alex going for a move here too.
Ooh.
Oh, 3 wide?
Pizza Parker gets a little squeeze on the outside there and drops down into P6. Lepson with 20% of his energy, Alex with about 25. Juan, keeping up with all of these guys, has 85% of his energy.
Yeah, very nice by him. He was just sitting in DRS, just hanging out, letting these guys battle and just gathering his energy. Now he can use this to stay with Alex or even catch Alex and pass Alex. So
Yeah, I think he just
very
needs
nice
to
job by him.
wait for the right opportunity and use all of it on a straight, which it looks like he... oh, no. He used a good 20% of it here. He's using it to keep up now because I think Alex is doing the same thing, but he's going to gain most of his energy back. Ooh!
Ooh, makes a mistake. Oh, it's
He's
unfortunate.
got to take the runoff here to avoid, hopefully, a track extension. Trash Man picking up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, and all that for nothing there. Unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for Juan. But head down here. He has the energy to claw this back to Pizza Parker, and maybe he can
There
get a
are
pass.
26 laps of potential anything to happen left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, checking the chat.
Astro with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, my mouse was on the screen. Thanks.
More of the same out of P1 and P2 OA and SoCal, just gapping everything.
Tax said if you put your own cursor over it, it looks like you're holding my hand. Thanks. Yep, very clean start from T2. All of these guys are very fast, so a bunch of them will be moving up, most likely into Tier 1, if they want. I mean, obviously they can't force anyone to change the day of the week that they're racing, but we're going to look into some reorganizational ideas. And see what happens from there.
Yeah. So Lepson is actually using all of his energy to try to get away from Alex. And Alex is doing a good job at keeping what he has. So he has about 30% energy. 40% after this. So he's set it up for a move here, I think. He doesn't have to worry about Pizza Parker behind him, which is great.
He has a little bit more energy now than he did, and still more than Lepson does, so he has that, and he's staying within the DRS, so he knows what he's doing. Juan back up to Pizza Parker, looking to take that position back from him. Kukatsushi up to 9, Quark up to 10. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you pointed this out already, but Evie has DNF'd.
I did not, actually. I did not see that. I don't know. Maybe he went into the pits. I did not see anything on track.
Apologies for missing that. We were distracted. Now Alex is going for a move on the outside of turn 4. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Just a little racing and rubbing.
Set himself up here of the inside line, and he gets the job done. That's nice.
Alex is definitely one of those drivers that does not need to chase someone to be fast. Maybe some clean air in front of him will give him the chance to take the line he wants and take the braking points he really wants to and really up his game. Well, we will see.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like you're correct. I mean, he's already got 5/10 on Lepson here. They have the exact same amount of energy, though.
Pizza Parker has almost caught up to DRS range on these guys, and Juan's still in his DRS range.
Oh, well, yeah, it looks like he did get DRS out of there. If he didn't get it here, I think Juan's going to go for a move, but he did get it. Juan's going to use all his energy, go down on the inside here.
Pizza Parker not giving up easily, but does go wide while MLG picks up a 3-second penalty. Let's get a little penalty check. Looks like
Pizza Parker with another 3 seconds while you were looking.
I was going to say Atmosphere, the only one with 6 seconds, but never mind.
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate. He's going to lose out. If he stays in this position, he's going to lose out a lot of time. I don't see a lot of gaps forming from 3rd to 10th. So the penalties are definitely going to come into play here, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We are approaching the pit windows for some of these guys. We're going to see who blinks first. And Pizza Parker blinks first. It's like I say things and they happen, or I think them, and things change. I was going to comment on the penalties. He gets a penalty. I was talking about pit stops, and there it goes. Ooh, Alex picking up 3 seconds. Maybe they're just trying to keep it all interesting for each other. I don't know.
Could be. Pizza Parker goes on to the hard tire. I think Chewy and Cricket Sushi are in really good positions here, being on the medium tire.
Get a tire check. Yep, 13 laps for both of them. They can take these for another 7 laps comfortably. Up to 9 if they're feeling brave and have good tire wear. Let's check in to see if they have that information. Nothing on Chewy, but... And okay, nothing on Cricket. How about Meat Shield? Yep, Meat Shield on the same laps is maximum tire wear at 41%. Let's say an average of about 38 or so. So plenty of life left in those tires. Ooh, we're not going to listen to that. You get that RPM, bug every once in a while. Alex is at 63% average wear on his soft tires. He's going to have to be pitting anytime now. His best lap is a 1:11.
Well, it looks like Lepson and Pizza Parker may be racing here. Nice. Lepson comes out right in front of Pizza Parker.
Lepson on those mediums, Pizza on the hards. It'll be interesting to see if Pizza Parker can keep up with him. The hards will definitely make more of a difference in about 12 laps or so, but as of right now, Lepson has the very strong advantage. Uwe into the pit as SoCal stays out.
Let's see where OA comes out. I hope if he comes out into traffic, that could be interesting.
He is leaving the pits right now. Looks like he is going to come out behind Juan. Oh, or Alex. Looks like Juan and Alex exchanging blows here. Alex going wide, or Juan going wide, and Alex taking that position back. So only 2.2 seconds off of the drivers in front of him and gaining time.
So we have a lapped car between Juan and OOA. I think that's rad.
Yes, it is.
Kudos for him for sticking it out. Never know what's going to happen. You can get a safety car. You never know. Well, OOA's on the back of Juan here, and
he has caught up almost 2 seconds since leaving the pits. So those soft tires are definitely done compared to the mediums. Alex going to the pits, but Juan staying out for one more. Ooh, old.
That's gonna mess with OA here. I don't think it's gonna mess with him enough.
Ooh, full safety car. Looks like a Ferrari Astro. That is the wrong. And his car is gone. Looks like he might have eaten the wall coming out of turn 5. Yeah, Alex going into the pits right as the safety car was happening.
Yeah, and SoCal too. SoCal was in the pits when the safety car came out. This is very interesting here.
If you're on old tires, pit now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to lose so bad.
Juan, and the medium runners. Sorry.
Yeah,
So Cricket stays out, and I think Quirk, big brain play here. He goes in and gets soft tires. If we have 3 3 laps.
MLG getting a speeding under the safety car, picking
The
up a
dreaded
drive-through penalty.
speeding. Yeah.
Juan coming in to the pits. Gets
All right,
slowed down in time.
Cricket's heading on in now too. Probably
So
get
is
his soft
Chewy.
tires.
And so is Quirk. With the slower speed, they should come out somewhere around... Well, some of these drivers are up to full speed. Trash Panda coming into the pit. Lots of people coming into the pits. 5 drivers in the pits right now. We'll see where everyone comes out.
Didn't Quirk start on the mediums?
Maybe?
I thought he did. He had mediums on, then he had softs on, and then he just went back in and put mediums on again. Maybe he was afraid that the softs wouldn't last, and that's obviously that's a
They wouldn't, for sure.
yeah.
Well,
So good by him. He goes in, he puts on the softs, and goes back in and puts on the mediums, and keeps the same position. Well, kind of a restart button here.
Yeah. That safety car.
Always makes for good racing. Hopefully OOA and SoCal can pull away. It gives SoCal another chance here, obviously.
Chat claiming a Ferrari conspiracy to cause a safety car. I don't necessarily know. I mean, you just have to rebattle with everyone. Anyway, now everyone's closer together. It doesn't necessarily mean it's best for him because everyone's going to be bunched up again for the restart. Safety car restarts can be. Oh, someone just popped out of existence.
Yeah, who was that? Was that Pizza Parker?
I don't know. No, it looks like a Mercedes.
Yeah,
Oh.
Look at that. What happened?
Mr. Pizza is retired from the session. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm stumped. We don't know what's happening on his end, obviously. Cody's, we don't know. Last night with Ruda, he lagged out and came back 1 lap down. So who knows what's happening.
He's not going to be happy about it, I'll tell you what. But why would it retire his car?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he retired. Who knows? Sure, we'll find out. So everybody keeping it pretty safe, going on the safe route, mediums and hards. Cricket Sushi is on softs, so he's going to want to take those to the end. I don't think he's going to want to pit again.
He can. He's doing very. They're doing very slow laps around here, and they haven't restarted yet. So I think that he will be in a comfortable position. The softs can go on lower fuel at the end, well into 16 laps, and still have usable life on them. So
yeah,
I think he's,
especially if you go around one more time, Righteous, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that they will probably come in this lap. But he is in a pretty decent position. Looks like Rad stuck up there at the front of the pack behind the leader as a blue flagger.
Yeah, hopefully he gets the go-ahead from Cody's, but you never know.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
And even if it does tell you, it could tell you half a second later as you attempt to pass the car that you did something wrong. It could say, go ahead and unlap yourself, and then you unlap yourself. It's like, you need to give that position back. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, I know.
MLG catching up to the pack.
Yeah, that might keep them out one more lap here. We're gonna find out in about
half a
I
second.
think they're staying. Oh, there you go.
That safety car is coming in, so Uwe needs to slow up quite a bit as he does. Keeping it nice and steady, hopefully. We will see what happens. So I think Chewy not in the best position. He is a quick driver, but he is on the harder compound tires for this restart. Everyone's going to be on cold tires, cold brakes as Uwe opens it up and lets her rip down into turn one. And I think he caught a few people off guard there with that, but they are keeping up a little bit as Rad is going to be already blue flagged for the cars behind him. MLG in the pits. Oh no, wait, that's a safety car. Or is that MLG?
That looks like it is MLG. Oh, he's probably serving his drive-through.
Ah, fair.
I hope that he got the serve your drive-through now.
Uwe already pulling well over a second off of the rest of the pack. That's right on board with Jay here to get a good view of the rest of the field. Cricket Sushi behind him on these softer compound tires. Jay on the hards with 9 laps on those hards. Jay also a quick driver, but Cricket Sushi's going to have a distinct advantage on those softs.
Yeah, and he didn't want to make quick work of Jay here, or he's going to get eaten up by the mediums behind him.
Plays Alex locking up into the left hand, the final true turn. Almost rear-ending Chewy as he's got the run on him, even without DRS here. Looking for a move, going right, going left, trying to get something that he can find here, and backs off into turn one. JD almost rear-ends them, but avoids the collision. And trying to rejoin. No, he needs to take that green runoff, dude. It's potentially unsafe as he drops down into P11. Blaze Alex getting up into P5 past Chewy. DRS not available yet. Will be available next lap. Crash Panda picking up another 3 seconds.
Yep.
Let's do a penalty check here. Atmosphere with 9 seconds. Trash Panda with 6. Anyone else with penalties with 3. Blaze, Chewy, and Cricket all have 3-second penalties for the other points positions. Well, Uwe still very comfortable. SoCal still pretty comfortable, although he does have Lepson pretty close behind him. Ooh, Juan going wide, losing traction out of the left-hand turn. That has a name, I've been told, but never remember.
Yeah, unfortunate for Juan. DRS is enabled now.
Unfortunate for Alex, he's going to lose the ability to get DRS off of Juan to keep up, but Lepson will have DRS on SoCal to pull away, so Alex is going to have to put in this work. I mean, he's on slightly newer medium tires, but it's really not that much of a difference right now.
Yeah, because he has to catch Lepson and SoCal, and obviously gap them by 3 seconds as well. So he doesn't have the energy. He only has 20% energy. He's obviously going to gain some back here in the second sector, but yeah, you're right. Has his work cut out for him for sure.
If he's not losing any time, he has gained just a couple tenths here. We will see how that works out. Coming down the main straight. Chewy dropping back. Looks like he's having some issue there.
Yeah, Cricket Sushi in a really good position here. He has Quirk behind him. He just needs to keep his head down here and race his race.
Let those soft tires get you the traction where it matters. Just try and keep ahead right now. I mean, Quirk's probably going to get by him, yeah, very easily. Cricket's not using any of his energy. He's going to make Quirk work for it as they get a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact here into turn one.
I think he's going to get the DRS here on Quirk.
He will.
Yeah, so nice. It's going to protect him from Oh, no. Trash Panda using all his energy.
Ooh. Getting a little squirrely there. Not sure which line to take. Almost makes a bad time for him and Cricket Sushi. Chewy on the back of them, too. Chewy just picked up another 3 seconds. Another 3 seconds? Oh, we are not going to listen to that.
Chewy has 6 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, so it's another 3 seconds.
Yep.
Alex maintaining about a second and a half. Oh, I'm getting the RPM bug for everybody.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out with Chewy here. See what's happening in front. Mercedes off to the side. Looks like Rad is possibly given up. You'll see in just a moment. He is moving back on the track. Uwe besting the fast lap again. Not by a lot. But still nope, and Lepson takes that right back. Trash Panda still in the back of Cricket Sushi, can't make it stick. Quirk still ahead of both of them.
Yeah, Quirk doing a good job on those mediums. He's gapping Cricket.
Yeah, Cricket's trying to prevent Trash Panda from getting by him, and in the process loses out on DRS to Quirk. So Trash Panda and Cricket. I think Cricket needs to just hang out with Trash Panda for a little bit. Yep, there goes a retirement from Rad.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just kind of hang behind him and let the DRS work for you a little bit. You're still 11 laps to go, or 12 laps to go, so. But yeah, that fighting has given Quirk a 1.3 second gap, so. In a great position. And look at Alex. He's already caught up to the back of Lepson here. I don't know if he has DRS here, does he? We'll see. I think he may have gotten it.
He does not appear to have gotten it, but he is keeping that 1 second, using a lot of his energy to do so because he knows this next DRS is going to be very crucial for him if he can keep it, and it looks like he will get it.
Nice.
Very well done.
SoCal doing a great job at managing his energy. He's still at 40%. Lepson behind him under 10%. So he has the energy to use when he needs to defend, and that's a great job.
I need to see an eye doctor. I cannot read the chat. Junkao, is that how you pronounce it? Hunkao? Junkao? I don't know. I don't speak Portuguese. Ooh, Alex really cutting that corner. He's like, the warning's worth it, maybe.
Yeah, he needs to stay within that 1 second here. It's still going to be very difficult for him to pass.
Lepson well out of energy. SoCal with plenty. Alex having trouble closing that gap. And Quirk, 6.3 seconds off the back of Alex. Trash Panda dropping out. Sushi and Chewy battling for position here through turn 4 and 5. Side by side coming into turn 6. This could get interesting. Cricket stays wide to give him room. That is a place where it's kind of a crapshoot between who's going to spin, the inside guy or the outside guy. It just depends on which part of the corner you guys contact in. Alex now up to half a second behind Lepson, closing that gap slowly but surely. 10 laps left to go in the race. I can still hear one of the cars around with the RPM bug.
Oh, he sent a 109.5 on those mediums. Hey, Cricket falling down here. I don't know if his softs are not doing well for him or what, but he's getting eaten up by these guys on the harder tires.
Well, sometimes the battling can get to you. Can cause you to take non-optimal lines, especially if you lose out to a turn from someone, as he loses out in turn 2 and 3 and is dropped out of DRS range. Alex now sniffing down Lepson's neck. But he does have that penalty, so really I think he's just kind of fighting to maintain 4th at this point, potentially, barring a collision between SoCal and Lepson. I think he might be stuck in 4th position for this race. Not an ideal finishing position. He will lose out another 13 points, well, 14 points with the fastest lap to Uwe, so I think he is effectively out of contention for winning the championship at this point. But
Yeah, I think you're right.
ooh,
Oh, Lepson, there you go, picking up a 3-second time penalty. So that just opens up a whole new door for Alex here, especially because, well, he was saving that first DRS zone while Lepson was using all of his energy. So I don't know if Alex just saw that Lepson got that penalty and just turned it up, but
all right, well,
they're both down here.
let's play with the numbers a little bit. So both of them with 3 seconds, assuming they don't get any more, and Alex gets by. Let's assume Alex gets P3 here. That's going to put him 8 points. Oh, you know what? That's still too much. That'll put him 27 points behind OA. So even with one race left to go in the season, he still couldn't even take it. So he would need P3 and the well, P2 would definitely do it, but he would need to get P3 and the fastest lap. So I don't know if he can do that, but mathematically it's possible for him to stay in championship contention. But in the final race, he would have to win, and Uwe would have to explode. And
It's Cody's though, so maybe.
and just not be able to finish the race. So all within the realm of possibility. It doesn't seem likely at this point. I'm sure we
Yeah, I
don't
think
want to win,
Lepson is realizing that Alex is. I mean, obviously he knows he's behind him, but looks like he's making a move here soon. And Lepson's falling back to SoCal a little bit, and that's what SoCal needs. So he's almost out of DRS here. I think he'll keep it for this next DRS zone, but.
Yeah, both Lepson and Alex dealing with about the same amount of energy right now. SoCal with slightly more than both of them. Alex falling back, coming out of the final turns, losing a bit of time. Let's see if he can regain it in the first few turns here. Ooh, and he gets loose into turn one. Coming out, and he's going to fall back. 5 laps to go to make something happen. 1.5 seconds and potentially then some. Back in P9 here. JD trying to get by Cricket. JD on the hards, Cricket Sushi on those softs. Not working as well for Mr. Sushi as one would like. Those soft tires.
Yeah, well, it took a gamble. He's still up 5 positions, so that's good by him. Sometimes it's always good to take a chance. So didn't work out for him today, but he can still hold on here for P8. Would be pretty nice.
Actually, at this rate, assuming he stays within 3. Well, Trash Panda and Chewy exchanging places. Assuming he stays within 3 seconds of the car in front of him, Cricket Sushi will gain that position. So he will probably finish P7. Ooh, Jay going down the inside of turn 1. A little bit of
Burke getting a 3-second time penalty that should not affect his race. No, because
Trash Panda is 6-second penalty and only 2 seconds behind him, so. Lay's now back within a second of Lepson.
Yep, and SoCal, Lepson, and Alex all have the exact same percentage of ERS, so SoCal in the best position here, obviously, with no time penalties. I don't know where his warnings are, but doing a really, really, really good job in driving a good race here.
Well, let's talk about good jobs. Not everybody can crash out in qualifying and start P16 and finish P4 like I did last night to get driver of the day, but any thoughts on today's race?
It's a toss-up for me, really. I mean, Quirk up 9 positions to P5 is really nice. Alex had a really good day as well. But OOA, if he keeps this position here, gets his first championship, I believe, right?
To take pole, take the championship, and have a nice, comfortable race in Japan for them next week.
Yeah.
And Spa for us. I'm looking forward to quite a. I mean, it's all for funsies for some of us, but because the T1 championship has been secured as well.
Yeah, by Rogue, which is a very nice job by him.
Considering he even sat out one of the races, I believe. Yes.
He did,
one?
yes.
Just the one.
He sat out for Gore because Gore would miss that race, and they wanted to have a nice, clean championship run, which was very nice by Rogue. And then I believe W. Gore the next week said he was never going to race again. So
all for nothing, I guess. But
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I can. Ooh, Alex picking up another 3 seconds. That'll do it for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Quirk, up 9 positions. You know, although he got some penalties, but from P14 to 10 points.
I agree. I can go with Quirk.
I mean, it's like, look, do you give Hamilton driver of the day when he wins?
Yeah, right. You're right. OA gets the championship. That's more than enough. Let's give driver of the day to Quirk.
Yeah, we'll give him his fake internet points, and he can feel happy about it.
Yeah, right.
I think Alex knows that this is over at this point. Why am I looking at tires? I meant to look at penalties. Yeah, Quirk with only 3 seconds. Well, if he can get 3 more seconds here in this lap, he'll take P4. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh no, 3 seconds. You need to get 6 seconds. Never mind. Bad math.
Well, atmosphere here in P10 with his single points going to drop down all the way to P14 with his time penalties.
Yeah, that's a lot of penalties. You know what? An expected amount, I feel like. You know, I hope no one gets any, but Brazil's a tough one. And I have lost all of my intervals.
So did I, actually. All my intervals went. But more the same, obviously, from P2, P3, P4. I think Lepson is aware that he has a penalty, and SoCal does not. He's not forcing this here, which is great.
Yep. I think everyone is more or less going to have to cruise. Let's see. Trash Man is still looking for move on Quirk, even though he's going to lose out no matter what. Lose out that position no matter what happens. Chewy right on the back of them. Jay, intervals are back. Jay a few seconds back from them. Cricket Sushi, I think he'll keep P9 for sure. Unless he can gain 1.5 seconds on this lap. But I think that's kind of all she wrote right now, unless someone spins out. As Uwe comes up
I think
to
you're right.
Junkao.
Oh.
I don't know how to say
Chewy getting wheel to wheel here with Quirk in the last lap. Very interesting.
Just because as Uwe crosses the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix and the Tier 2 Championship. Congratulations. And the fastest lap on the last lap.
Great job.
Taking it back from Lepson as SoCal gets a very clean P2. Lepson P3, Alex P4. Trash Panda moved ahead of Quirk. But we'll lose out that position. Quirk will maintain P5, J and P7. Cricket Sushi is up in a... Did we miss something?
I think penalties. That's all.
Cricket Sushi will get P8. Eric moving up into P9, and Chewy rounding out the points positions as Pizza Parker has left the session after his interesting retirement. I have to find out what happened there.
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
That was quite something.
It was a good race.
Well,
Everybody kept it clean.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting. No, we'll go back to live as I finish up the. Oh, hey, look! I gave it to Quirk.
Perfect. Finally, Cody's and us can agree.
Cannot skip the cutscene here. Is that not how this works? Oh, there we go. Alrighty, let's get some screenshots. And some race director. If you want to snag some drivers that may or may not be available. Well, let's grab our winner chicken dinner. Mr. OOA.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the win, the fastest lap, and handedly securing the championship for Tier 2.
Oh, feels really good.
Yep, that's 6 pole positions for you, 3 fastest laps on the season. Very dominating performance here at Brazil.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little harder, so I put in a lot of hours this week, but
Well, looks
I'm
like it paid
glad,
off.
it turned out okay. Yep.
Yeah, definitely paid off. Nice qualifying too. I think you got into the 106s, right?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
6.89.
Did you get nervous at all during the safety car when the safety car came out?
Oh yeah, I was pretty nervous, but then I knew I had a decent lead before my pitting, so I was hoping, or I was just assuming that I was gonna come out ahead anyways. So, but yeah, the restart definitely, I was nervous.
Yeah. Well, you got a good jump on the restart too, so you pulled the second gap right away. So good job.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I think Rad was behind me as a back marker, and that kind of shielded me from whoever was behind him.
Well, he'd be
Yeah.
ghosted anyway after the safety car was over, but it's still kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, he kind of.
Yeah.
I think you just had so much more pace than everyone else. I mean, at the start of the first lap, you were 8/10 up by turn 4, and then 2 laps later, you had pulled another second. So I think you were just, I think you were just all over it tonight. What are your plans for Japan next week?
I practiced a lot for last week, so I'm just gonna do a little bit and see how it goes. But yeah, great season with especially racing with Alex. I thought he wasn't gonna make it tonight, so I was a little disappointed, but I'm glad he made it through.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had that. He did not start in Austria, I believe.
Yeah.
So had he started
He
in
missed one.
Austria, I think we would have been going into the. We might be going in the last race for an actual
Yeah, I would
battle.
assume so. Yeah, he would have either won there or came in at least second. So yeah, for sure.
So Tier 1 next season?
If you guys would have me there, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We expect you and Alex to be fighting in Tier 1 with everybody else. So
Awesome. Thank you guys.
yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Pizza Parker is not available in
You
chat.
want to grab Quirk?
Yeah, we can grab Quirk. Yeah.
Quirk,
Yo.
driver of the day in game, and also Righteous and I driver of the day.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
That was exciting.
Up 9 positions. A few penalties there. But still.
A penalty at the end for sure. I was trying to keep it clean, but couldn't do it.
I have a question for you, Quirk. Did you start on mediums?
No,
You
started on
started on
softs.
softs. Oh, so that safety
Yeah,
car worked in your favor.
it was in my favor for sure. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you were doing a great job, especially on that second stint after that safety car. Um, how'd you lose the time to Trash Panda behind you?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think he had some reserve power that he deployed. I was kind of even through those last 10 laps, and just kind of managing my fuel and making sure that I had enough at the end, and um, must have been saving a little bit. And all of a sudden, I think around lap 33 or 32, he was really rolling. So I think we had the same tires, so I think he had a little extra boost. But I noticed that he had the extra penalty too. I mean, at one point he had 6 seconds of penalties. I had none, so it wasn't going to be an issue as long as I stayed ahead.
Yeah, I think you did a good job of recognizing that. You didn't fight the overtake, and you just tucked in behind him and did what you had to do.
Yeah, and then Chewy, what happened to him? All of a sudden he's spinning around in back of me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's what the righteous saw.
He was as soon as Trash Panda passed me, he looked aggressive for a little bit, and I think I got tapped in the back, and then I thought he was with me, and then all of a sudden he was gone. So I don't know, maybe he lost a wing tapping me. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of pointed something out. I was like, because the numbers got kind of moved around a little bit. I was very confused there at the end, but
Yeah, he spun off the track. I think it could have been the last lap. He just took a left. So
well, uh, do you happen to know what happened to Pizza Parker?
no, I don't.
Interesting.
He was pretty far ahead, I think, when he exited. So I'm not really
So
sure.
there wasn't a crash or anything that you are aware of?
Not that I saw. Not around me. Do you guys know what happened to Astro?
It looks like because I saw him right before turn 6, I believe, is where his car was. So I
Yep.
think he lost it out of turn 4 and 5 and got loose and just kind of like went over into the wall, is what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out later, but congrats on some decent points today.
Thank you. Congrats to Uwe won it, huh?
Yes, he did. He won the whole kit and caboodle.
Boy, did he have pace. What a great racer. You got to move that guy up to tier 1. As
Mad
with a
lad.
few of these other guys too.
There will be some reorganization happening and some drivers moving around for sure, due to their own volition or otherwise. But how do you feel about Japan? Even though it was supposed to be last week, but next week now.
Yeah, I like Japan. I like it. It's a similar track. I don't know. There's some tracks that seem to suit me pretty well, and this one in Japan and Hungary and China are all kind of big open turny tracks. I like them. So Spa too. So Spa will be fun for you guys. You guys have Spa left, right?
We do.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Do enjoy some.
Well, good job, Quirk, driver of the day. Good job all season as well. You definitely progressed. So good job.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Thanks for doing the announcing. It's always great. I can't wait to see the stream.
Thank you. You can go now.
Cheers.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
That was pretty good race. Interesting safety car. Kind of changed the dynamic for a few drivers. Not much to do at the top, but it definitely made things more interesting for other battles. So Japan should be interesting. I don't know who will join me. I always seem to have a guest star.
Yeah, if you don't, I will join you next week. But we do have Spa next Sunday at 9 o'clock for our tier 1.
We do.
Japan for our tier 2 on Monday.
And we are doing Formula E streams now on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Formula E, a paid mod from VRC. It's a Formula Lithium car they make that we are doing in Assetto Corsa. We have a decent number of drivers showing up to that now. Quite an interesting. They look super cool, like airplanes on the ground, but they have like 0 downforce, and they are wild to drive. Completely different than a normal car, so it's quite a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have pretty much everything. We have ACC starting up at the end of the month. We have a whole bunch of Assetto Corsa mods as well. So if you're looking for a home to race with, a good group of guys, please come on down.
Well, I've been me. You've been you.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Take care.